My name's Jackie DeLoach, and I'm a heart recipient. I received my new heart 23 years ago on January the 22nd, 1989. And when my daughter was born 25 years ago, we were so excited, and we were just so happy to have her because we'd waited 10 years to have a baby. And along with that wonderful gift, we found out that I had developed a heart disease, and it was called postpartum cardiomyopathy. And what that means is that somewhere along the line, maybe I had a virus or something that had attacked my heart muscle, and I only had about half of my heart functioning. And when the doctors finally were able to make that diagnosis, I thought, okay, well, they'll give me a little medicine and I'll get well and I'll go on with my life. But that wasn't quite the way it worked. The heart damage that I had was permanent. And so what they had hoped to do would be stabilize me on medication, or they said, you might need a heart transplant. Well, we were devastated because we really didn't know a lot about heart transplantation, and that was 25 years ago too. So it was not fairly new, but certainly new to us, and not as many being done then as there are now. But fortunately, I was stabilized on different medications, and I went back to work about 6 months later. And after about 18 months, I became real ill again, and I lost a good bit more of my heart function. And I was functioning at like 10%. And so the doctors explained to me that it was time to be considered for heart transplant, to receive a heart transplant. And at that time, we had known a little more about it, and we were able to kind of research it. So I was real thankful that there would be something that could be done for me. And it really did bother me or upset me that someone had to lose their life in order for me to live, but I realized that this was God's plan and not ours, and that we were just going to have to trust Him. And after I'd been in the hospital about 5 days waiting on a heart, and they had told me that wait would probably be 2 to 3 months if I was to even be blessed to be able to get a heart transplant. And I was in the hospital 5 days, and they came to my room in the intensive care unit and said, we think we have a heart for you today. And we were just so excited, and we knew that this was God's plan. And I will tell you, though, that we prayed for that family. We were just so thankful that they could take their grief and turn it into giving the gift of life so that I could receive a heart transplant. And I got it on that beautiful Sunday morning, and I have done extremely well. It was the perfect match for me. After a couple of months, I went back to work. I'm a nurse, and I've been working ever since about 3 months after my surgery, full time. And I've been able to see my daughter grow up. She's been to college. She's a nurse as well now. She's married, and they've blessed us with a beautiful grandson. And I'm just so thankful that I get to be a part of his life. And now my new job, I'm hoping one of these days to maybe retire and be a full-time Gigi, is what he calls me. That's what I can't wait to do maybe. But I've just been so blessed with a wonderful life. So organ transplantation gave me my life back that I had known. And we're just so thankful, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't thank the Lord for my donor family, and I just thank them in their moment of grief that they can make a decision to give me the gift of life, because it has just been such a blessing. And I know that every organ recipient feels the same way that I do. Nothing is taken for granted, and we're all just very thankful.